Hello everyone, welcome for this very first ESO news of the year. We are the 9th January 2017 and I wish you all a very happy new year. If you want to see my video about my good wish for 2017, it's on my channel. This episode will be dedicated to update 13 aka Homestead. Homestead is a free update that will be released in February and it is currently on the PTS. I really recommend you, if you can, if you have the time and the will, to go test it. For that you need to install the PTS on your PC or your Mac. So I'm sorry for console players, but you cannot test this content just yet. You need to be patient. Homestead have videos all around YouTube and internet, so I will try to also indicate you where to go to watch more information regarding this. I recommend you to check the patch notes that will be updated every week, so you will see the direction the test is going to. And you can give your feedback, of course. There's also a thread where Gina Bruno is asking players to test certain things and you can give your feedback on the PTS forum. So, a lot to discuss about. Let's get started immediately. The most exciting things about Homestead is of course the houses, so let me summarize everything we know so far. There is 39 houses, 3 in room that you can obtain by doing the entry quest, one by each alliance. You will do the quest of your own faction and you can redo this quest with other characters from other faction. There's 3 apartments for very low price, one by each alliance. The price varies between 11k, 12k and 13k. There is 10 small houses, 10, so that means one by each races, but for the Imperial one you need to have the Imperial version of the game to be able to purchase them. The price varies for the small houses between 40k and 73k. 10 medium houses, the price varies between 190k and 323k. And 10 larger houses, the price varies between 760k and 1,295k. And 3 manor, one by each alliance. Those are very huge construction, and those one are around 3,700,000. And there's also 2 Crown Store exclusive, the Tropical Island and the Craglorn Cavern. Those one will only be purchasable via Crown Store, but they have no other advantages than being just fancy and different than the other 3 manor. So how do you purchase a house? First of all, you need to start by the quest that will unlock Homestead for you. You can purchase the houses for gold. You need to have accomplished certain achievements to be able to purchase certain houses, which means, for instance, for a house in Glenumbra you need to have accomplished certain things in Glenumbra. You can purchase a house either at Cantion, the housing broker in each capital alliance, or directly to the house itself. You can also purchase all of those houses for Crown. You bypass all achievement needed in that case, and you can choose between a furnished house or an unfurnished house. You can preview the house before to purchase it by checking the Crown Store. You click on the icon and you visit it. That means that you are physically inside the house and you can completely visit it yourself and check everything. You can switch between unfurnished and furnished, and then you can purchase it directly if you are interested by it. Once you have buy a house, it's account bound and you do not need to pay anything anymore. If you purchase a furnished home, you can use the furniture and place it as you want. Depending on the size of the house, there is a cap for the object you can place inside it or the players that can visit your home. The maximum cap of players for the largest home are 25% at once, including yourself. The ESO Plus member will be able to place twice as much object than the other players. You can set up the permission of your house either individually by each house or for every house you possess. You can exclude certain players, you can exclude certain guildies, you can add permission to players to be a visitor or to be a decorator. And you can also open your house to the public so everyone can visit it. You can also set up a main house. This will be the house that players will automatically teleport to when you are offline, and otherwise players can just travel physically to you like usual. Regarding the price, we have no idea of the price of the house in Krone, and the price that are set up are of course temporary and are subject to change as we are the first week of the PTS. There's a lot of discussion regarding the price of the largest home and the manor, how much it will cost in Krone. Players are really hoping that it will not be more than 10,000 Krone, but who knows? A very good point that has been exposed by someone on the forum is that Zenimax really need to put the price of the home just right, not too high. A lot of players will be discouraged by the price in gold because it's an enormous amount of gold, which is really fair in my opinion. But those players then will say, okay, I do not have the gold, I will purchase it for Krone. So if they see an attractive price for Krone, they will do it without thinking twice about it. If the price for Krone is a little bit too high, then the players will start to consider it, value it, and probably not purchase it. So Zenimax need to be smart about that and set up the price just right. If you want to have more vision about Homestead, I recommend you to watch the videos of Deltia. Is producing a lot of content, links below. MissBizz has created different videos, very interesting as well. And Shimmer production has made a tour of every houses. And there is also my live stream extract when I was discovering live Homestead for the very first time. You can check several of my videos on my channel, as there will be more as much as I play the PTS. So check that out. Second thing's very exciting is of course the furniture and the crafting. You can obtain furniture via different ways. First of all, you can craft them. To craft a furniture, first of all you need to obtain a plant that you can find either to specialized shop, world drop, container, or even by pickpocketing. Once you have the plant, you will need new material. This new material will be found in every node for every craft. Special recipes that are high level will require you sometimes to have rosin, temper and tannin, and also a lot of racial stones, so start to store them, to stock them, you will need them. High quality recipe also require you to combine different crafts. For instance, to create a bed you may need blacksmithing, woodworker and closer at once. Everything is tradable, may it be the plant that you found, the material or the crafted item. But there is plenty of other ways to obtain furniture. First, the luxury furniture. Every weekend in Coal Harbor in the Hollow City, a merchant will appear and propose you a selection of luxury items for gold. It works exactly the same way than the merchant in Cyrodiil. Achievement furniture. They are spread all over Tamriel and Cyrodiil and sell you a selection of items that are gated with several achievements. Once you obtain all the achievements needed, it's also of course retroactive. You can purchase them for either gold or alliance points. You cannot trade to system afterwards, they are bind on pickup. Home good furniture. They are also all around Tamriel, so one by zone, and you will be able to purchase basic item, plants and rocks that fits the area where the seller is. Undaunted busts. In a veteran dungeon, trials and arena, the last boss drop an undaunted bust that you can use to decorate every of your house, so you do not need to do it twice. You can use a copy of this bust for all your character and all your houses. Fishing. You now have a very rare chance to find a special aquatic themed item while fishing. Those aquatic items will be themed differently depending of the place where you stand, so sea water will give certain item and lake water will give some other. The Shadow supplier in Dark Brotherhood will rarely award one of the selection of Dark Brotherhood themed items. You can purchase every furniture in the game via the Crown Store, and you can access the Crown Store only via the editor once you are inside your home. You will have several tabs, one for every furniture you possess, one for every furniture placed, and then the purchasable furniture. So be careful to not misunderstand one tab for another and purchase by mistake some stuff that you didn't want it. When you purchase an item, it's just one item. So if you want twice the same chair, you need to buy twice the same chair. So be careful, the price can rise easily. There is also a special item that you can interact with. First, you can place your mount and your pet, that's fun, but also your assistants, you can use them as well as your friends. There is crafting station and attuned crafting station that you can attune to specific secrets crafting station to make special set inside your home. There's also a chair you can sit on, light source you can turn on or turn off, like a lantern or a torch, and the skeleton target dummy to test your DPS. There is now master crafting rates. When you do a top tier level crafting rates, you have a chance to receive an invitation. This chance depends on your level of mastery in your craft, which include the knowledge of special motifs, your threat research, and your achievement. You can trade this invitation with other players, and you will earn, by doing this master crafting rates voucher that will help you to purchase items to Rolly's Halu that you can find in each capital. Those items you can purchase from him: ebony motif, legendary recipe, targets dummy, recipe for ethereal ambrosia, crafting station, and dye station recipe. A very important aspect of update 13 is the balance change. So first of all, if you are interested by that, read the patch notes and the evolution of the patch notes, test the game and give your feedback. There is also a very interesting post written by Rich Lambert where he explained the reasoning behind all those changes. So first of all, 1. Lowering the ceiling top damage. There was too much DPS, and I think that most people will agree with that. 2. Raising the floor of the bottom damage. And 3. Simplifying some of the most intense rotation to make it easier for players of all skill level. Regarding this, and especially the last point, the community is very worried that the game will be simplified too much to cater to casual. Then again, all I can tell you is to watch the videos of the famous streamer, theory crafter like Deltia, Cypher, Alcast. They have all give their opinion regarding the patch notes changes, and Alcast has made a video that I find very interesting, where he's saying that it is not as bad as it seems. He's trying to test the game, so either watch those videos and make your opinion regarding the opinion of those players, or go, and that's the best to do, go test the game yourself. It's on PTS, you download it, you try, and you see by yourself before to make an opinion and express it violently on the forum. Some of the changes. Item set procs that does damage and heal cannot crit anymore. Most classes receive a nerf except Dragon Knight Magicka. The Jesus Beam or Radiant Oppression, this ray from the Templar, had been nerfed by 21%, but it was very powerful. There is more change that will be done, more balance that will be coming in the next weeks to come. And one of the biggest changes is of course the AoE cap. So from 1 to 6 players we receive 100% of the damage done plus the secondary effect. From 7 to 24 players you will receive 75% of damage. It's up from 50%, and the 25th and 60 players will receive 60% of damage. It's up from 25. So the AoE cap has been boosted a bit to make more AoE damage. So once more, my recommendation for you is to test the game before to be worried or scared or unhappy and angry. So calm down, everything is cool, test it and give your feedback. And there is also several other changes. First of all, the cap of champion points had been raised to 600 champion points. The Imperial City vendors are updated with new loot and reduced price. The Cyrodiil vendor, some vendor had been removed, and you find now regional vendor that sell regional sets, so from Glenumbra, Oridon, etc., in zone bags. Those items of course scale to your own level once you open the bag. There's also vendors in Capturable City that has been modified. You now can see the list of all items inside the box, and the price had been reduced by 75%. The quest from town now should give better reward. There is now also a dungeon ready check that will make a ready check before the group become teleported immediately to the dungeon once you use the dungeon finder. It is allowed to not have to struggle with AFK player. And lastly, now the Elder Scrolls Online support Razer Chroma. Let's have a look at what the Crown Store proposed for us in this month of January. First of all, the Glenmoril Witch Robes that are already available. The Drifting Sand Tunic and Sash available starting the 12th January. I will still recommend you to obtain the Pirates bundle because you have 2 other costumes together with this one. The Vested Interest Banquet Garb. The Desert Lynx as a pet. The Crown Crafting Motif Assassin League style. And then you have several items that will be available starting the 19th January. The Subtle Dark Lashes. Tossed Temple Tuff for Khajiit. Crest with Pony Braids. Fine Upstanding Spine. And the Tussle Bard. And now some limited edition items. The Dromatra style, a motif that will be sold between the 26th January to January 13. And the Sailor Squid Goatee and the wavy triple braided updo, and they both will be sold for a limited time from the January 19 to January 23. There's plenty of great YouTubers that are producing content for Homestead, but I would like to make a special shout out to MissBizz because she's producing a lot of videos that are both well made and informative. She's doing really a great job and she deserves some praise. So go check her channel if you have not done it yet. She's doing some special homestead guides, some home preview, and of course some let's play. I will be publishing some videos regarding Homestead. Of course, I have several projects I'm currently working on. I'm trying to make things that are different from other YouTubers are doing. A bit useless to do twice the same videos. But meanwhile I'm working on those, you can see some extract of my live stream that I'm selecting from what I'm streaming at night. You can follow me of course on my Twitch TV if you want to see me live and interact directly with me. I'm always happy to find more viewers on my Twitch TV. Voila, it's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not hesitate to share it all around the web if you find it interesting and informative. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you to have watched this, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.